Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to Mornings with Michelle, day 21 or episode 21. For those of you who are new here, I'm Michelle, and I like to be known as your Gen X ABBA-loving Zesty Bestie. Yes, I do. And this channel, Zesty Girl, is for women over 50, and it's all about living our life on purpose. Yes, it is. And that's what I do for my work as well, which is pretty special, and I feel very fortunate. Very, very fortunate. So one thing I want to say today to start the video, I like to start the video by saying, what am I wearing? I'm trying to think what this top is. I'm gonna have to check this top label. I've had it for so long, I can't remember what it is. I just checking my top. Oh, what does it say? Oh yeah, okay, now I'm more uncomfortable. Okay, so what am I wearing today? What am I wearing today on my adventures? Well, my top is Portman's, and it's just a hot pink knit, and it's sort of crossover, and then it's tighter here. And then I'm wearing my new big W jeans, my new black jeans, and I love them. Let me show, I'll stand up and I'll show you. Hang on, I'm standing on my glasses, that's not gonna work. 1, 2, 3, up. Oh. Now I'm standing on my pillow. Okay. See? And then, hang on, got my hand on the roof. So if you saw my Big W video, these are exactly the same as the blue ones, and some of the denim is a little bit heavier, so I was hoping this wasn't going to be the case, and it's not. These are so comfortable. They are so comfortable. They've even been washed and they're a little bit stiff. They were a little bit stiff. I put them on and I danced around in them, and now they're gorgeous. They feel amazing. They feel amazing. I love them. I've even been like, I could even do cartwheels in them. That's how comfy they are. Okay, I haven't done cartwheel for a while. I'm going on the theory of use it or lose it, so I must go out and do one. I'll do one for you guys tomorrow, maybe, a cartwheel. Yes, actually the guy's coming to mow the lawn, so after he's mowed the lawns, that'll be a really good time. So what am I drinking? I'm drinking coffee. I've drunk the coffee already. Yes, it didn't last very long. And my girl, you've got this mug, which is actually a good one for today because I've got a busy day today, being Wednesday. At the moment I'm filming this on Tuesday, but on Wednesday I've got a busy day. Today's been all admin, so business admin, and yeah, today's quiet, but the next 2 days I've got a lot to do. So it's good to have a quiet day today. Alrighty. So my zesty tip or my zesty share for today, there's two small things. The first thing, there's three small things. The first thing is that my goal with this channel and my goal with working with women is I really love to think of women over 50 to be able to wake up every morning with purpose. And it doesn't matter what that purpose is, that they feel a sense of purpose every morning that they wake up. There's no doubt in their mind. And purpose doesn't mean that you are committed to something. Purpose doesn't mean that, you know, you've got some big job or some big project or some hobby or some... Purpose just means that you understand where you are at and you know what lights you up, and you're living a life that is peaceful and comfortable and is designed for you. It just feels right for you. And we know that there are going to be many life challenges in our life. So many of us have been through so many life challenges already. So we know all of that, but just understanding ourselves in this next chapter and understanding our purpose, that's really what I want to help women either reconnect with or discover, or even if they have discovered it already, even take the steps towards putting it into place. So I think that's really important for women over 50. I think that's number one. I think finding our purpose, reconnecting with our purpose, or taking steps towards our new purpose is key. Number two, I just want to say about women over 50 or women after 50, I think number two, the most important thing, and I think we all know this, is moving our bodies. We have to keep our bodies moving, and it doesn't have to be cartwheeling, obviously, because I don't know, but see, in the winter, my body, like my hands now, I wake up and my hand, probably because I do so much computer work over the last 20 years, my hands can feel quite arthritic and quite achy, and my backs, and I get up in the morning, and in the winter I can really feel it. So moving our bodies. Now I know a lot of you are going to say, because I've talked about this before, so I know a lot of you are going to say, hey, I'm very limited in my movement. So I thought this morning, like right now, we are going to dance. You and me are going to dance. And so what I thought is I'd go to my free music website and I typed in anything that sounds like ABBA and is fun, and it's come up with this song, and I think it's fun, so I think we'll dance to it, and I hope you'll boogie along with me. And if you don't boogie along with me today, mark this episode 21, and come back and boogie with me on another day, because remember, our objective this week is to find laughter, and I think dancing or just letting ourselves go could help with that feeling of joy. So shall we dance? So when my mum was in quite advanced stages of Alzheimer's, my dad was her main caregiver. And I put my business on hold to be there most mornings for her, to give dad a break. And she was in New Zealand and I'm in Australia. And what I would do is I'd get her on FaceTime and we would go through this range of activities. Very similar, in fact, to what we do with Mornings with Michelle. And one of the things that we would do is we would dance together like this. And she would be on my phone and I'd have my computer and I'd turn music on and we'd search up all the old songs like Dolly Parton and Kenny Rogers, and we'd search up all of her old favorites like Where's Your Mama Gone? Do 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 do, no chirpy chirpy cheep cheep. All her old favorites I would find, and then we would like dance. That was one section, and then we coloured together for a while until I could see that mum was getting distracted, and then I would sing to her, and I would sing all the songs because when I was younger I was in musicals. I think I've told you that already. And I would sing to her all the songs because she loved me being in musicals. It was one of her passions, and so I would sing to her the songs that she used to always ask me to sing from the musicals. So I'd sing all of the songs, and I'd also sing her favourite songs, which she loved anything the Carpenters. So I'd sing the Carpenters to her, and I would also sing the Rainbow Connection. I would read to her from it was like a romance novel, and it was really funny because when sort of it got to some sexy parts, I would go, and then he la 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 la, and she goes, what are you doing? And I'd go, oh, they're just, like he's sort of just giving her back a rub and everything's good. She goes, no, that's not what's happening. And I'd be like, yeah, that's what's happening. And she'd go, tell me, read those bits. She'd go, read the bits to me, read it to me. And I'm like, yeah, okay, it was really funny. It was really funny. And then the next day I'd go, and la 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 la, and she'd go, shall read me the story. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But then we would just laugh. We would just laugh so much. And then I would also go through the family members, and we'd go through and then I'd say my older sister's name and she's married too, and we'd go through all the kids and the grandkids, and so it was a lovely session every single day. But this reminds me, doing this every day reminds me of those sessions I had with her, which were almost like 2-3 hours. One day I did it for 7-8 hours because she wasn't having a very good day. And yeah, actually that happened quite a few times. You know me, I could talk just for hours and hours. That's what I can do. That's my specialty. And I kept her attention because I'm zesty, because I could keep her attention. And I'd wear bright colors. I used to wear a Mickey Mouse t-shirt sometimes and just really be be very bright, vibrant. And there's a little bit more to this story too. Like sometimes she didn't know who I was, and she would call me that girl. When's that girl coming? And things like that. And she would say, so why do you come and spend time with me every day? And then she'd go, oh, hey, Shell, how's Dan? How's the kids? One other thing I want to say about this, and it may be relevant if you have someone that has Alzheimer's. What would happen once we had communicated and it was like her coming out from behind a wall. So I would start and we'd do all of those activities, and after about 2 hours of me talking and asking her questions and sort of validating that because when she has Alzheimer's, people start to don't know how to talk to you, think that you can't do anything, think that your mind's gone completely all of the time. So people stop trying, and then I'm not going to say I don't know anything about it. I only know my experience with Mum, and Mum would feel so useless because she had used to be. I can't talk about this today. But anyway, I just want to say quickly that they can come out from what would happen after 2 hours of me validating how much I needed her, and I'd tell her about my work, and I'd share with her, and she felt so important again that she would sort of come out and from behind the Alzheimer's. It's sort of hard to explain, and she would say, hey, and then we would have actually a conversation, and it was really, really special. And I had that time with her for 4 or 5 months. Yes, so I just wanted to share that with you because I haven't shared that before, and because it took about 2 hours of communication for that to almost for the trust to come, if that makes sense, and to feel important again. I just thought I'd share that with you. And that happened by fluke. I don't know anything about Alzheimer's, so I'm only sharing my experience. Yes, okay. So that's, anyway, I thought I'd share that with you. But anyway, back to what we're doing. So this reminds me of that. That was a really long story, but I think it's a good story.
Tipsy, I'm on the move. We're getting frisky. We're in the groove. People are smiling, and the music is on fire. The lights are turning me on, and they're lifting me higher. I wanna tell you that I feel alright. Yeah, I feel fine. Yeah, something inside me is saying that I'm on the move, baby. Hey, I'm moving on up to a higher destination. I'm moving on up. I'm feeling cheeky. I'm on high. I'm feeling forward. Yeah. I'm in the sky. All I see is happy people coming up to the dance floor. The beat is lifting me up, and it's lifting me higher, higher, higher. It makes me say that
One other thing, we're talking about laughter this week, and I just wanted to say this, that the one time I laughed so much, and then every time I told this story, I would laugh and laugh and laugh. It was the funniest thing, but it doesn't seem funny to me anymore. But when I learned this, it was so funny. What it was when I was learning health coaching, to be a health coach, there was a section that we were learning, or a module that we were learning on exercise for stress relief or something like that. And there was this yoga called, I don't know what it was called, but it was called something or other yoga, and I just can't find it anymore. But the video was part of the module, and the lady was like going around the room going, going, I just can't tell you. She just, and I'm sorry if this is really a serious yoga and you do it. Like, it was just, to me, it sounds really funny. And she'd go around the room and she'd be stamping and she'd be going, ha, 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 ha. And every time I watched it, it was, ha, 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 ha. And then they were asking you to do it too, and I just couldn't do it. But what happened was, so I just thought, okay, I'm going to do it. So I put the video back on, and you know what happened? At the end of me doing it, I was laughing so much, but after actually throwing my body into it and making these sounds and everything that went with it, I felt so much stress leave my body. It was amazing. It totally works, but it was so funny. I don't know whether it was from the laughter or from the actual, but I can't remember what it was called, and I can't seem to find it anywhere. And I have looked a few times because I just wanted to see the lady doing it again. Because, I mean, it wasn't laughing at the lady. I don't know what it was. It was just the whole thing, it was so unstructured. Maybe it just made me feel uncomfortable. I don't know. But anyway, that was laughter. I do remember that. Beauty tip. I am just finding right now, you know how when you start aging, like, you know, when you're aging or when you notice aging, like suddenly you'll notice something else and it's like, then you can't unsee it. And what I've noticed is, since I've stopped doing the on-site work, I've noticed that I need to get to the gym or start seriously doing resistance training or something, because I'm noticing a lot more crepey skin and a lot more sort of sagging happening. So I you know, when I was working on site, it was a full body workout pretty much all day. So that really helped my body. But now I've noticed things. So, but anyway, I was also reading about a collagen cream. I think that's what it was. No, forget that. Zip, no, beep, beep, beep. No, that was wrong. Retinol body cream. Yes, I was reading that these women were, it was the same one. I have to look it up. I don't know what it is, but I just want to know in the comments, do you guys recommend any body creams? Yes. What do you use on your body? I've been using castor oil. I'm really happy with castor oil. I mix it with my moisturizer, rub, and rub it on. And I think it works really well, but I just think I need to go up a level. So if you've got anything that you can recommend, let me know down in the comments. That's my beauty tip for you to give me a beauty tip. Yes. Okay, question of the day. Do you expect the best from yourself? Okay, that's an interesting question, and the way I look at it is that I'm fortunate in many ways, and because I'm fortunate in many ways, I try and make the most of the gifts that I've been given and the blessings that I've been given. So I have really good health at this age, so I'm making the most of it because I don't take anything for granted. So yes, in that way, yes. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Fun facts about me. Oh, when I was a kid, my first pet when I was a kid was so I had 2 guinea pigs, Sugar and Spice, and then I had a guinea pig later on called Charlie, and he was a ginger one with a thing. And one of the women that is in my private Facebook group, she has the exact guinea pig. It was so amazing. We were sharing all the pets the other day, and she had my guinea pig, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's Charlie. So yeah, so that was really special. One thing I'd like us to share too, something different today, I'd love it if you could share. There's a lot of things that we've talked about, a lot of shares, but one thing I'd love for us to share is favorite books. So we could be like a book club too. Is anyone reading an amazing book that they can recommend? That would be amazing. And I'll think about one that I'm reading. I do mine on Audible. If you haven't tried Audible, I'll leave a link down below. I have actually got a link to it. I love it. Love, love, love. Not everybody likes it. I still actually myself like a book, and I have 1,000 books downstairs. That's something I won't ever declutter. I mean, I will, but I still will always have bookshelves full of books, because to me, I have such an eclectic taste. It really, to me, resembles my life path. I love it. So yeah, let's share some books. I want to give a shout out to Alison Goodall, and I'm sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong, there's a big chance. But she says, morning Michelle, I am rewatching Kings of Queens. This makes me laugh, even need to pause for a pee break. And then she's got all the laughter. She got the shocked face and then the laughter. Happy Tuesday with a heart and coffee. Alison, when I read that this morning, I like to skim the messages different times during the day just to make sure I'm across everything. And when I read that this morning, I just laughed out loud. I was like, maybe this is going to give me the belly laugh. It was it brought me so much joy. I just read that message and it was so funny. So thank you for that, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here at the channel. I really appreciate you being here and leaving a message. So same with all of you guys. I love having you here. I feel really privileged to be able to do Mornings with Michelle. All right, so thanks so much for being here. Go and have an amazing hump day. Yes, make sure it's cool, make sure it's awesome. You should feel really energized now. We've had a bit of a boogie. And yes, so other than that, I will see you tomorrow. Have a beautiful day. See you then. Bye.